Merry meet. I wanted to do a video for the YouTube Pagan challenge for 2018. I'm a little late in starting. Been a bit too much going on recently, so I'm just kind of getting there and trying to kind of film videos as and when I can. So the first video is A, which I've chosen to do for altar. I have got a couple of altars. This is my main altar at the moment. It's kind of halfway undressed from the winter solstice. It's not quite ready for I think I've got a frog in my throat. It's not quite ready for in bulk yet. I haven't switched it over. I think I'm going to be doing that this weekend. Just when I'm kind of ready, feeling it and ready to do it. So that's my altar at the moment. I've got my left and my right hand side of the altar. The left hand side is the feminine side and the right hand side is the masculine side for me. Some people might be different, some people might not even do that. But that's kind of how I learned about altars many years ago. And so I've kind of stuck with that. I do have my cauldron on the right hand side. Obviously it is a feminine item, being cauldron in the womb of the earth, but it is on the right hand side just purely because that's where it sits. I have got my goddess candle holders, which is my god side and it is my goddess side, and I have got the symbols on there to kind of represent it. I have kind of an unnamed statue of a mermaid, which I use as like a main focal point. It's very feminine to me. It speaks of the ocean and many of the goddesses that are associated with that. I have my plaque in the middle, which I got from Crafting Magic, I think I got it from, in one of the pagan parcel boxes. So I tend to have this out if I'm doing some form of working, just to protect the cloth and the table underneath. Obviously I've got some wax and things on there, so it helps protect the table and it's beautiful design as well. The altar cloth is one that I have hand stitched. It's set for Yule, so it has got kind of the winter theme on there. It's got the snowflakes, it's got the blue on there. I have got my room candle, which is just that one there. It's sorry, I really don't know what's wrong with my throat this morning. It's got runes on there for kind of protection and for working towards a new goal and kind of achieving that new goal, which is all about my shop and my blog and kind of just getting more into the pagan community this year, which was what I started last year, but I think it's a theme that's going to continue this year as well. I've got my chalice on there. I don't particularly use my chalice. It is quite small, kind of next to my hand. It is a very small chalice. I don't particularly use it. It's more for representation on my altar. If I have kind of like a ritualistic wine or anything like that, I'll tend to have like a small flute glass that I'll use from the kitchen. But that's more for the representation that's on there at the moment. I have got a couple of crystals. I can't remember what that one is. It's one that I've got recently, and it's just sat on there at the moment. And I think it's carnelian that I've got there, to kind of associate with the sun energies and to connect more with spring, to be honest. Just trying to kind of get those energies to come through. And then my second altar is one that I quite often talk about. It's my goddess altar. It is set for Aphrodite, who is on the right hand side, and Persephone, which is on the left hand side. This altar has been active for probably about a year now. It was originally just Aphrodite that was on there, and then I switched to Persephone to work with her, not last year, the year before, kind of the dark half, but my connection with Aphrodite is quite a strong one, so she just remains on the altar, so I'm just leaving Persephone on there this time. I have my goddess wheel of the year, which I got from Glastonbury. It's again still set to the solstice. I haven't changed it over, I haven't made the room ready, I haven't smudged it or anything recently, to kind of welcome those spring energies in, so I'm still very much in the stillness, in the solstice. I'm just kind of relaxing really. I haven't done much recently. Just to shock through a few bits that are on my altar. My Aphrodite side has got my spell orb and the spell ritual oil that is from Starry-Eyed Supplies. A friend of mine purchased me them last year, and they're still there. I don't often use the oil, I tend to use it for anointing candles. I'm wanting to draw the energies of Aphrodite to me when I'm out and about, I'll pop some on. I've got a lot of shells on here. and some bits and pieces that I've picked up from craft shops, some sea glass. I've got a heart on there that's from a cousin sister, which is just there. Some rose quartz and selenite, and there's actually some tiger's eye in there at the moment as well. I'm just trying to connect with the energies of Aphrodite. Obviously rose quartz is quite a key one there, and I've mentioned before in videos that my link to selenite is quite strong with Aphrodite, not Selene, which is the moon goddess. My latest goddess candle for Aphrodite, it's not particularly long burning, it's a hand rolled beeswax candle, so I'm probably going to look at some other form of candle to pop there because it doesn't last for very long at all. And then my latest addition, which is on here, is some pendulums. So I've got a rose quartz one for Aphrodite. I've started working with pendulums after having a conversation with a friend recently, and I've really got back into working with my pendulums. So I'm quite happy to have that there. I haven't done much work with it recently, but as and when I get time to, I'll be picking them back up and working with them, and working with my divination journal, just to kind of jot down any information or kind of anything that happens with them as I work with them. I've got a central piece here. There's no kind of rhyme or reason to the central piece, it's my altar is on a bookshelf, so that's just kind of the centre of the bookshelf. I've got a present from a cousin sister, which is just sat just at the back here, and I've got a slice of agate that I got from America. It's a beautiful piece. Could probably go on the Aphrodite altar, to be fair, because it's quite a nice piece that I link quite strongly with the ocean. So onto my Persephone altar. So there's not as much representation on here. It's a relatively newer version of the altar, so she doesn't have as much representation as what Aphrodite does, because her altar's been in existence for me longer. Amethyst is a crystal that I associate with Persephone. I have got my beautiful amethyst and rose quartz parrot on there. It was gifted to me by my fiance quite a long time ago, and that's just, sorry, that's my cat if you can hear some random meowing. I have got my candle on there, which is one of my goddess candles. It's anointed with some oils that I use for Persephone. I've got my prayer beads, which are just currently sat on here. I don't often wear them during spring. Aphrodite's isn't on there. I've been wearing them, but I'm also in the mix of creating a new set for myself, so that's quite good. I've got, again, under the pendulum, this one is amethyst. And again, as and when I've got the time and the energy and the inspiration to use it, then I will do so. Another piece of amethyst. I just can't have enough amethyst on this altar. Got another candle for Persephone. This one is opium scented. And excuse me, Erica. Erica, hi, come on, down you go. Off my leg. Oh, are you on? Sorry about that, my cat just randomly decided to jump on my altar. She's never done that before. So yeah, that's my Persephone altar. There's a couple of representations of autumn on there, some leaves I collected last year. Got a couple of crystals, obviously there's the amethyst, and I've also got the rhodonite, and I think it's obsidian? I'm not sure if it's obsidian or black tourmaline. One or the other. But obviously quite a dark stone, good for protection and for cleansing, which is what I've been doing a lot of work with Persephone when I was working with her. So that is my altars, which is my A for the Pagan YouTube challenge for 2018. So hopefully I'll get onto B soon, and I'll upload that when I can. Until then, thanks for watching. Subscribe below if you like. Leave me in the comments as to anything that you want to know about, anything you want me to film. But until then, blessed be.